Away from 9 o'clock. It's Indiana in the Morning on AM 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM. She is Lisa Spencer from the Indiana County Department of Human Services. Good morning.
Good morning, Todd.
It's good to have you back in the studio with us.
Thank you. I can't believe it's another month. I can't believe it's April.
How about that? It goes so quickly, doesn't it?
It does.
Christmas is next week, by the way.
Oh, it's scary, but true.
It comes so quick. Tell you. Well, Lisa, with the Department of Human Services, you always have concerns about this thing or that, and one of those things, an event for moms and babies, huh?
Yeah, we have something really good going on at the Indiana Mall this weekend on April 8th on Saturday. It starts at 10 o'clock, and it's called the Bump Baby and Beyond Expo. Mm-hmm. And we have 10 agency tables and 13 vendor tables for anyone who is pregnant or a new mom or a mom up to any children with up to 3 years old. They'll just have a lot of information out there. There is also that's a free event, so they can come and just, come to that. But we're also having a basket party at the former Old Navy store, and there's so many nice baskets, and that's actually being put on by the Children's Advisory Commission and Indie Kids. It's a joint venture. And tickets are only $5. You can start getting your tickets at 10 o'clock, and you don't have to be present to win. They're going to start drawing baskets at 2:30 in the Old Navy store, and I think that's a great event. We're trying to raise some money. And also, I should mention the Children's Advisory Commission is sponsoring the Bump Baby and Beyond Expo this Saturday.
Yeah, so tables throughout the concourse of the mall.
Yeah, up through Kmart and down, going towards Sears. And plus, this is a bonus, the Easter Bunny's coming at noon.
Well, there you go.
and that's a big draw. And there's a fashion show at 1 o'clock. So that's kind of nice.
A fashion show for moms or for kids?
Just for the spring fashion show for the mall, too.
Oh, okay.
So that's happening at 1 o'clock. So, we thought that would be a good idea, maybe to combine all these events together.
Big doings at the mall coming up this weekend.
So I think, hey, come on out. If it's going to be snowy, you might as well be at the mall. I heard we're getting some snow. I don't know.
Well, that's Friday. Saturday's going to be mostly sunny, but a high of only 47 degrees. So
I thought we were done. I thought we were moving on. But
yeah. Well, we can't. Pirates haven't had their home opener
That's
yet.
True.
I think state law requires there to be some snow on Pirates home opener day. Lisa Spencer with us from the Indiana County Department of Human Services. But the fact that you are involved in something of this nature really points out how broad the umbrella is under which or over which the Department of Human Services operates. There are a lot of different agencies, a lot of different concerns that your office deals with.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the best things that our office does is the outreach and the collaboration with so many different agencies. Now, the Children's Advisory Commission, the consultant actually works under us over at the Department of Human Services because she's paid through one of our grants, and she's phenomenal. Her name's Kathy Abby Baker, and she just won an award in the paper. Did you see it?
No.
She was just nominated for an award for community service, and she is so deserving of this.
Well, we've worked with Kathy
23 years?
Years and years and years.
23
It seems like all 23 she's been here with us. And, she really is, she's the true embodiment of the word advocate. She really has a concern for kids.
She has such passion, and she has such a big heart, and that's what I love most about her, because everything she does, she's so selfless. She gives a lot of time, a lot more time than I could ever repay her for, just to make sure all these events, we're trying to get out for the Indiana County residents. We're trying to keep them at really low cost or free. We're doing the best we can, and it's getting tougher and tougher with the budget cuts kind of squeezing in, and it gets tough, but we try really hard to keep everything, very low cost or free. The Bump Baby and Beyond is free. Now the basket party, of course, that'll be a little bit of cost there, but it's just that's a fundraiser, so that's a little different.
Yeah.
So,
but it does point out that in today's economy, and the way the economy has been for the last 10 years or so, the dollar really has to stretch, and you have to spend wisely what few dollars you have as an agency. And
yeah, we have to be really careful because a lot of a big part of Kathy's job with the Children's Advisory Commission is trying to get that fundraising going so, we can get sponsors for the events and things. And we've been really lucky. I mean, we've had some really generous sponsors that, keep coming back. But there's going to be a time where, we're going to have to do kind of like a business outreach and hopefully, the businesses will buy into, families and children programming here in Indiana County. So, that's our hope, but we're working on it.
One of the interesting things when the budget talks begin in Harrisburg every year is the idea of where does the funding come from for essential services. And, you talk about keeping money in the pockets of taxpayers because they're struggling.
Right.
And
right.
But then there is such need there for and your department, the Department of Human Services, well, by definition, those are essential services.
Yeah, it's really, really, it's a fine line, and I think truthfully, it gets tougher every year because I don't know, the last time we had gone through the budgets, I think it cost me an extra bottle of hair dye. That was pretty stressful 2 years ago.
Was there a state grant for that?
Yeah, no. I had to pay for that all by myself. But that was pretty stressful because, but I do understand. I understand like the fiscal issues that Pennsylvania is dealing with. I understand that part. I also understand that we do need to take care of our most vulnerable population too. Yeah. So it's a hard line, yeah.
In this respect, you're dealing with kids with this event coming up on Saturday. For folks who don't know how broad the category is that falls under the Department of Human Services, there are programs for every aspect of society. I know that you reach out for elderly citizens as well.
Yes.
For members of the military. For all of them come under.
Yeah,
in some way,
in some way, everybody comes under Human Services, but maybe aging's maybe handling that population, but we work hand in hand with aging, or maybe with the mental health population, we work hand in hand with Armstrong, Indiana, BDHP, and the same with drug and alcohol for Armstrong, Indiana, Clarion Drug and Alcohol. We all work as a team. And ICAP's right there with us. They run our housing programs for us. We have to have these things available. We have the veterans consultant right out of our office. We also have the HHS consultant, the Health and Human Services Subcommittee consultant. We have the one of the MDT coordinators from CYS out of our office. We have the Suicide Task Force consultant out of our office.
Yeah.
And we have Kathy as a consultant out of our office. So you can see how, we're kind of we have tentacles everywhere. And that's actually the most fun part of my job. I mean, just being able to work with so many different, people in the community and really trying to do what we can for the residents of Indiana County.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
She's Lisa Spencer, the Department of Human Services. So that event's coming up. Any other things that we need to know of that are coming up in the near future with the department?
Well, I will. I'll give a plug for June 3rd. Okay. That's going to be our Family Nature Palooza out at Blue Spruce again. And we're also adding another component to that. It's a teens and tweens. We're kind of trying to get the teens involved a little bit here, and we're running a separate kind of a program for them we're trying to get an obstacle course together for the teens and tweens, but Family Nature Palooza, and this year we are not charging for that event. We're going to see how it works. Last year we only charged $5 up to 7 people, which is still a really good deal for all-day fun, But that's going to be coming up on June 3rd. Right. So we're trying to get them right out of school because last year it was so incredibly hot.
Yeah,
but the scavenger hunt through the woods was really fun. That was fun. So, all right.
They were fine. One of the items was Lisa's hair dye.
Yeah, I had a little troll out there with green hair. So I hope it doesn't get that bad.
We will look forward to the event coming up Saturday. 10 o'clock is when it begins?
10 o'clock, out at the Indiana Mall. And there'll be 2 different events going on. But again, the Easter Bunny's coming and the fashion show's out there as well. So come out and see us.
Thanks, Lisa.
All right, have a great day.
It's Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank, AM 1160 WCCS, 101.1 FM.